Rockford's home for Classic Rocks, 96.7 The Eagle. It's Double T. Special guest joining me, former Rockford IceHog, former Chicago Blackhawk, the one and only Bryan Bickell. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Thanks for having me on. Long time be on here talking to you, really.
Yeah, no kidding. The man that tried to teach me how to ice skate. It didn't go very well.
I didn't know. Well, maybe you got your practice in since last time I saw you.
I haven't done any practicing. In fact, that was the last time I skated. It would probably be even worse now.
That's funny.
How about yourself? Now, you're retired. Are you doing any skating anymore? Do you play any more hockey? You know, are you in a men's league? What are you up to?
Yeah, I still play, once or twice a week. Actually, this weekend I just had a little tournament, so it was nice to get out and get some games in. But it's just all for fun. I'm not in any men's league or anything like that. But it's nice to get out with your old friends that you grew up playing hockey with and doing that kind of stuff and catching up and try not to beat them down too bad.
I'm talking to Bryan Bickell, former Rockford IceHog, former Chicago Blackhawk. What else have you been doing since, playing a little hockey here and there, but what have you been doing with your free time now?
Not a whole lot. I'm, bored at times, but I got my two girls. They're, 3 and 1, so, they're a handful. I know my wives appreciate that I'm around a lot more for, I can respect the time where she's home alone with the kids because now it's me doing it, and it's tough. I have to give that, but to see them kind of grow up and getting be who they are, it's been fun. I haven't been really doing much. I'm looking forward to the fishing season coming up here, but other than that, that's about it.
You've always been big into fishing. Does the wife limit how much fishing you're going to be able to do now that you're retired?
I don't know. I'm still trying to twist her arm to get out more, but again, it's a hit or miss. You got to pick your battles, right? So, it's been good. She does her thing. I do my thing at times, but she knows I enjoy fishing and how much it's been a part of my life since basically she knew me. So it's not like if she's walking into something different, she kind of knew what she'd get into, but she respects it.
When it comes to fishing, what's your favorite fish to go after?
My favorite fish is bass. I guess I could say I'm a big bass fisherman. That's the thing that I, enjoy the most. I like to do others, but if I had to pick one, it would definitely be the bass fish.
Do you do any tournaments, or do you just do it for fun?
No, I do some tournaments, some charity tournaments. I got to do more this year. I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully it leads into other things. But it's something that I always did during the summer when that off season came. I always was on the lake, outdoors kind of guy, and enjoying being on the water with friends and family.
Will there ever be a Bryan Bickell fishing show?
I think there's going to be something in the process right now. So
nice.
I got to open some doors and test some things out and see where it goes. So that's something I kind of want to look down the road. It's not 100% yet, but it could be something in the future.
I'm talking to Bryan Bickell, former Rockford IceHog, former Chicago Blackhawk. So you're coming to town this Saturday night for the IceHogs game. Now, it's Hawaiian night. Are you into Hawaiian kind of stuff? Will you wear a grass skirt, do a little hula dancing?
Yeah, I can do whatever they want me to do. I know, I guess I'll be like kind of co-hosting and be out there signing autographs. I think I'm going to be dropping the puck too. So, it's for the fans. That's where it started for me. It was in Rockford. Actually, it was in Virginia, but most of my time was in Rockford. But to go back and see some familiar fans and things like that, it should be a good night.
Is it weird being on the other side now?
Yeah, it's definitely weird. It's for my whole life I played hockey. I still play hockey, but to the 10 years of pro, it's tough. The lifestyle change and things like that. But for anybody that's coming out of that I kind of have a hobby, and that's fishing. It kind of drives me to do other things, but it's tough at times. It's I don't know what's next. I could be doing a lot of public speaking and motivating people through my story from last year. But, it's been good because I get to be around my family, my friends a lot more instead of going on those road trips. But, it's a different life change.
I'm talking to Bryan Bickell, former Rockford IceHog, former Chicago Blackhawk. You were forced to retire in 2017 because you were diagnosed with MS. How is your health now, Bryan?
It's been pretty good. There's, obviously there's a lot of good days and there's been some bad days, but, it's our decision to kind of hang them up after last year is, you got to think about your health and your family and those good days. And for me, it was a no-brainer to hang them up. You can look back at the 10 years. There was a lot of ups and downs, but there's a lot of more ups and downs. It was a fun career in a short amount of time. If I was going to go play in the NHL for my first year and think I was going to win, 2 cups, I would definitely take that. So we'll never take anything back. It was a good run, and had a lot of fun at the same time.
Kind of got to go out on your own terms. You got to play one last game where there's guys, they don't get to go out on their own term. Maybe they get cut or they get injured and they're done. And you got to come back and you got one more shift, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, one more shift as a Hawk, too. And, to finish off in the NHL with the Hurricanes, appreciate what they did to, let me, find somewhat my game and then come back and, finish off. And then scoring in my last game was, definitely a cool touch to kind of put the icing on the cake with my career. But, it was cool to hear the Blackhawks, weeks later after that they wanted to do the last shift and to retire as a Hawk because, it was 9 years and I got drafted there. And now I retired as a Hawk.
I know your foundation, the Bryan and Amanda Bickell Foundation, is really important to you and your family. Explain a little bit about what it does.
Yeah, me and my wife, we started a foundation, I think 8 years ago. Originally it was for the pit bull type dogs to, bring them out of a bad spotlight and bring them into a positive spotlight and, take them out of bad situations and, fix them and get them trained and, find homes. We fell in love with our dog 13 years ago, and then recently, like a year after we got her, there was a ban in Ontario. Then we moved to Chicago and saw the issue there. So we were like, well, no one's really doing it. Why can't we? Because, they're a misunderstood breed. Just all the owners to make them that way. And then we also have some other programs. We help out the Hespa House on the south side for abused kids and kind of get these dogs and let them do obedience and training and things like that, and they can kind of relate because they were in the same situation. And then last July, we started a new program, is to get these dogs and get them trained for people with MS. Obviously, there's different stages of MS. People need it for, stability. Some people lose their sight, even just emotional. They need these kind of dogs to help them get through the day, and that's what our foundation is going to do for the upcoming years.
Bryan Bickell, former Rockford IceHog, former Chicago Blackhawks, going to be in town Saturday night down at the IceHogs game for Hawaiian night. And I know there's going to be a special meet and greet package where fans can meet you and get an autograph and get a picture, and it's going to go towards your foundation too.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that between periods. So, if anybody's at the game, I'll be at one section. I don't know quite yet, but I'm sure you'll be able to find me in the barn. But it should be good to meet and greet some fans that supported me when I started there.
You've always been a fan favorite in Rockford, and the fans are excited. And they had a special Bryan Bickell T-shirt I saw in the store too. You might have to get yourself one of those.
Oh, there you go. I didn't hear about that, but definitely pick up one of those on the way home.
Bryan, thank you so much for taking the time. It's always been great talking to you through the years. You've always been very generous with your time, and I look forward to catching up with you again on Saturday night.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for hearing me again, and hopefully we'll definitely meet up and catch up on some old things.
Bryan Bickell, former Rockford IceHog, former Chicago Blackhawk. He's going to be in town Saturday night. Rockford's home for Classic Rock, 96.7, The Eagle.